continuing on my tour of my gardens. Been working a good bit on the flower beds in the back of the garden, and there's still quite a bit to do today. Later on today, it's a little hot right now. Really pleased with my Golden Boy pear. It's only 3 years old, and look at all those pears. Wow. It's doing very well. Nice crop of pears in the flower bed that I just been working on today. Got a huge fruit set on my Ison grapes. This is part of the swing arbor. Really nice set of grapes on that swing arbor. My other Ison, which is way over here, it has a lot on it. Big Red has a few grapes on it forming. It didn't bloom a whole lot. It's even though it's a 3-year-old plant, it's acting like a 2-year-old plant. That's because it got bit off. Black Beauty has a good number of grapes on it. Produced a ton of flowers, but the fruit set was not that great. But it produced so many flowers clusters. I think it's going to be okay, just because of the so many clusters, but not a lot of grapes per cluster. Late Fried set more fruit. It's the same age as that Black Beauty, and it did a little more fruit than the Black Beauty. It's going to have a pretty good crop of grapes on it. I believe my Supreme Muscadine is going to have a really nice crop of grapes on it. I think it's doing really well. I would be a little afraid for it if it had more grapes on it, since its grapes are so big, or its muscadines are so big when they mature. The other Late Fry, just loaded like the other one. Just loaded. Look at all those grapes. Really pleased with how that Ison, the Ison is doing. Pam's going to have a lot of grapes on it this year, it looks like. As long as it doesn't drop them off. It dropped them off last year. But so far this year, it's looking really good. Young grapevines are growing. The blueberries, there are blueberries on them, on the blueberry bushes. Not enormous numbers of them. I imagine the birds will get most of them, but that's the way it is. My Lane Muscadine has reached the top of its wire and is beginning to go on, fill its trellis. Same is true with my my Florida Fry. My Darlene suddenly decided to grow, and it has reached its trellis and will soon be heading down and filling the trellis. And over here we have Early Fry and Nesbit. Nesbit's got a fair bit of fruit on it. It's got a smattering of fruit on it for a second-year plant. Anyway, that's it for my little orchard this year. A couple of ripening blueberries on this blueberry bush. Talk to you later. God bless.